Good evening. Welcome to the Daily Mirror News Roundup. You're with me, Azaz Zahid Kareem. Let's take a look at our headlines. Tokyo Paralympic medalists arrive. A program to distribute essential items to people in the Western Province will be taking place. Kehelia Rambukwele states what needs to be done in order to defeat the virus. Prisoners to receive the second dose of the Sinopharm vaccine. Schools should not be open due to the current situation in the country. A fire at an overcrowded Indonesian prison kills at least 40 people. Now diving into these stories in detail. The athletes who adorned the motherland by winning medals at the Tokyo Olympics set foot on the island. The Colombo District Secretary Pradeep Yasaratna announced that a program to distribute essential items to households at special concessionary prices will be beginning from next Monday in the Western Province. Kehelia Rambukwele states that strong leadership and public health policies will be the main factors in defeating COVID-19.
A warm welcome to all of you, and thank you for the opportunity to share Sri Lanka's plans to build back better. Indeed, as clearly expressed in the Regional Director's annual report, I quote, "As we look forward, the challenges is not just to revitalize healthcare, but to regain lost grounds in the health outcomes, rebuild health systems, and to restore trust among vulnerable communities." I close quote. Sri Lanka's strong public health system and overall emergency preparedness under a strong leadership that used the whole of society approach have helped the country to overcome the waves of cases since the start of the pandemic. My ministry worked with other government agencies, military, private sector, local authorities, civil societies, and development partners, including WHO, to achieve our common goal of saving lives and protecting our people. The COVID-19 pandemic has disturbed the continuity of essential health services globally, including Sri Lanka. Under my leadership, I will pursue the primary healthcare recognition that was started even before the COVID-19 pandemic as a means of achieving health for all. I would like to highlight the following points. First, the lessons we learned from pandemic will be integrated into implementing a people-centered, responsive and quality essential services package closest to communities through shared care cluster model. Availability of safe and quality essential drugs will be ensured by strengthening the National Medicine Regulatory Authority and promoting local production. This is a key approach to ensure that no one is left behind, not just from a financial perspective, but also from a human rights perspective, so that all people receive health care with dignity and without stigma and discrimination. Secondly, it is crucial to recognize the unpredictable nature of disasters, emerging threats, devastating effects of climate change, and other hazards. To this end, the country is more determined than ever to improve its all hazardous emergency preparedness and resilience by reviewing our COVID-19 response and updating the National Action Plan for Health Security. We would like to share our best practices and also learn from other countries in the region through active exchange and horizontal collaboration. Thirdly, we need to address the challenges of the increasing burden of non-communicable diseases, which is the leading cause of death and disability in the country. This needs multi-sectorial engagement, educated and empowered communities, as well as a strong leadership and commitment to address the social and commercial determinants of health. As we continue to battle the COVID-19 pandemic, we need to adapt our service delivery models to meet the needs of this group and other vulnerable population. Finally, it is critical for us to realize the centrality of health in achieving the SDGs. Thus, adequate and sustained funding for health will be necessary precondition for building back better. Thank you, and I look forward to an engaging and continuing dialogue with other member states on how we can better work together towards a future in the region that is healthier, safer, and more fulfilling. Thank you.
Prisons Commissioner, Administration and Media spokesperson Chandana Ekanayaka stated that the Prisons Department is to provide the second dose of the Chinese Sinopharm COVID-19 vaccine for the inmates who had already received the first dose. The Health Ministry states that the schools can't be reopened under prevailing circumstances in terms of the bad COVID-19 situation in the country. Dr. Herath further stated that health officials cannot create the environment and that the responsibility that lies on us is to ensure that COVID cases are reduced, which would happen gradually. A government spokeswoman and media reports said that a fire tore through an overcrowded block in a jail in Indonesia's Banten province in the early hours of Wednesday, killing at least 40 people and injuring dozens. For further details on these stories, visit our website www.Dailymirror.lk. You're with me, Azaz Zahid Kareem. This was the Daily Mirror News Roundup.